And I don't feel like people should care about your past dating history if I'm on a date with you now.
Why do you think guys care so much about body counts?
That's a good question. I don't have a clue.
Me neither.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so this is a video by Homath. It's on YouTube. He basically breaks things down very intricately and explains things well. And in this video, he dissects that women, it basically goes through and explains that women need to realise that their past is important. And in this video, you know, he explains why it is. So let's watch it.
We all do. All of these things matter in different ways to everybody, but they all matter. And this one matters a lot, and too many women don't get that.
If we get to talking and your past comes up, you know, I promise you I will listen and I won't say nothing to you. But I swear to God, I'm judging. Oh, I'm judging. I can't look past you telling me that you got in high school. I'm sorry, I can't. I won't say anything to you. And we can continue the date. But as far as you getting cuffed, oh, you're cooked, baby. That's it. No, there's no way. The fact that I know it happened now, I still think that it can happen again. You can still come over, like I'm telling you, but that's your max contract. You're not getting assigned.
You see, he says, I will not cuff you if I find out you've got a past, but you can come over and we can have some fun. That's it. That's where it ends. You know, you will not get wifed. You know?
Bonus, you're not getting extension. That's it. I'm judging, and I'm judging every word. Like, what?
That's probably what I would do too. Some women seem to think we shouldn't do this.
It's just a weird thing to ask. And I don't feel like people should care about your past.
Yeah, well, it does matter because women get damaged in pair bonding. That's an overriding factor that you can't get past. Their pair bonding is damaged and they find it hard to stick to one man.
Dating history if I'm on a date with you now.
Here's why that's really, 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 really dumb. This is the ick indicator. It's a tool for understanding why women get the ick, which is when you do something that shows weakness and then she doesn't like you anymore. There are two types of icks. Type 1 is not manly enough, and type 2 is too girly, too feminine, too affected by your environment. For example, not spending enough on a date is not enough of a man. And too cold is, oh, poor baby, is the environment hurting you? They're arranged in order of these are your fault and these are her fault. She's unsalvageable. Get rid of her. I saw this one happen in real life. A guy clipped bear spray to his belt and his girlfriend said, "You're such a baby." And there were bears. I saw 4 of them. The reason I bring it up is that an ick is not a judgment. It's a feeling. Women don't get out a pen and paper and go, should I feel gross right now? They just do. And when you are lacking purity, that is a male ick. We don't think about it, we just feel it the same.
So it's something that we can't just make go away. It's our instincts telling us you are not a good bet. Simple.
Way that you do. We might think of you as a keeper, and then we go, oh, you did what in college? By the way, if you want to learn about men or women fast, you should try short form. It's just the best parts of books. Link in the comments. So this attitude...
And I don't feel like people should care about your past dating history if I'm
doesn't matter. Let this poor bastard explain it to you.
I'm in a predicament here. I'm talking to this chick, I'm talking with her. 3 of them in the room were like, oh, we already hit.
That's brutal.
You know, and I'm the fraternity. I know these guys. They aren't the nicest dudes. And it's not 3, bro. She's 7 of my friends. Every time I look at her, I just get this.
Modern women, this is what their past looks like. Don't let them fool you.
Feeling of like utter disgust, and I immediately just go like, oh, 7 of the bros have been in there, which is not chill. She's literally like everything I want in a woman, and I would probably marry her if she hadn't 7 of my bros.
Did you hear that? He wants to like her, but when he knows what she did, he can't.
So a woman could be perfect in a guy's eyes, but once he knows a certain amount of her history and that she's not a good bet, that becomes the overriding feeling and you can't really get past it. And the relationship will never prosper, truly, to the level it could have if you had lived your life in a more respectful and dignified way and carried yourself with class, rather than just acting like a lady of the night and a complete attention whore. Yeah.
Just like you can't like a guy when he does something icky. This has happened to me several times. I will meet a girl, she waits a while for me to get attached, and then she says, by the way, I did all this, and I go, now I need a reason to end it, and then I do. Oh, I just don't know where I'm going to be in 3 weeks, it's crazy. It's not a conscious process, it's just a feeling.
See, so it's not even like we've got a choice, it's instinct. Like, women have instincts and they pick up on cues and they don't really necessarily decide how they feel how they feel. That's the same with men. We don't always get to choose how we feel. We are human as well,
Just don't want that. You may have been lied to, probably by someone who looks like this, about these feelings being a social construction, but this is what that sounds like to us. You don't actually like this guy instead of me. That's a social construction. Doesn't change your mind, does it? I once let a girl stay with me because she was having a hard time, and I found stripper clothes laying around, and I said, "What is this?" And she said, "Oh, I make those for strippers." And I said, "Why do you know so many strippers?" And she said, "I used to work at a strip club, not as a dancer, just selling drinks." And I was like,
This is the kind of nonsense women will tell you. And when you start hearing stories like that sound far-fetched and sketchy, you have to start paying attention.
So
and then once you hear enough and you kind of get the picture, just bounce.
just the probability that she was lying was enough. Don't just let people move in with you, by the way. So you can yap and yap all you want about what you think men should feel, but we're not gonna stop feeling it. We're just gonna lie to you.
I won't say anything to you, and we can continue the date. You can still come over, like I'm telling you, but that's your max contract. You're not getting a signing bonus. You're not getting an extension. That's it.
Maybe you'd rather hear it from a woman. Listen to her.
So as women, we need to be very careful about who we entertain. Trust and believe, if you meet a respectable man and he finds out that you linked, dated, entertained a fuckboy, he is going to silently judge you. There are a lot of men who will meet you, think you're beautiful, think you're smart, think you have a lot going for yourself, and that they will find out that you entertained that guy, and it's an immediate turn-off. He is not going to respect you. At the time, it's all fun and games, but these things do follow us in our dating history. No man wants to be walking around hand in hand with a girl and other men are talking about her, laughing at her. Fun is fun, but you still have to use brain when you're entertaining men, because don't let today's enjoyment mess up tomorrow's prospects.
Guess who never learned that lesson? Let's let her talk a little more.
The lowest amount of money a guy should spend on a wedding ring for you.
Oh, it should be like for sure 30, 40K. We have standards here.
Would you have been a little upset if it was 10K?
Yeah, probably.
How do you come to that number?
Well, I was like trying to be polite, and you know how there's the typical, it's supposed to be like 3 months of their salary. Like did what 3 months of his was, and then I lowered it a bit and left some cushion. So I was like, this would be sufficient.
What's the worst question you can get asked on a first date?
What's your number?
Like body count?
Yeah, it's just a weird thing to ask.
Why do you think guys care so much about body counts?
It's a good question. I don't have a clue.
I find videos to react to when people recommend them. They're usually pretty popular. Do you understand why this one was popular? This girl wants a $40,000 ring, but you're not allowed to ask about her past.
We have standards here.
And by we, she...
So do you see how crazy that is? It's like they think that it doesn't matter what this is about, the lack of accountability. No accountability seems to exist in women. So they think they can do whatever they want in their past and they still expect every single benefit that a respectful woman should get. It makes no sense.
She means just her. No standards for men, especially this one, not allowed, except that we're going to have them anyway, we just won't tell you about them. And then you'll never figure out the reason that the answer to what are we is always, oh, we're just friends.
And also, I'll just end it on this. When a woman sleeps around, it means that the man can't ever really truly view her as special, because the more you put it about, the more common you become and the less value you have. And you just become like a cheap object to get thrills out of when a man is horny. And that's it. That's about the most capacity that a man will look at a woman who has slept around, because the value has gone. The more men you sleep about with as a woman, the lower your value becomes in every aspect. Your personality, your pair bonding, your respect for men, the way you carry yourself, your self-respect, everything, it just goes to pot. It goes out of sync, and it's, insane. So, the bottom line is, keep your purity. If you're not a pure woman, you can't expect the world. It's insane. So, a few comments. You're just insecure. Yes, I am. I prefer a woman who makes me feel secure, and your pattern of behaviour doesn't inspire trust. So yeah, that is true. Men pick up on things, and especially when they get more experience with women. So you think about it. They'll say that men start to peak at 30, 40, 50. So think how much life experience that they can gain in that time. And then the more they gain, the more they'll be able to figure things out, put it that way. Not every man is dumb, if that's what women think. That's not the case. 99% of women will watch this and still feel you are wrong. Yep. 7 of my bros have been in there, which is not chill. Yep, that is a very common thing today, sadly. I can attest to that. I know it happens. It's, crazy times to live in, people, so tread carefully. And until the next time, peace.